Good evening, everyone. I'm Kamenenchev. A-State traveled to a familiar place, Mobile, Alabama, to take on South Alabama. Both teams are 1-0 in the Sun Belt so far. The Red Wolves wearing the awesome black helmets in this one, opening South Al drive, and Cody Clements to Gerald Everett, who breaks a host of tackles. Really terrible attacking here, but a great run as he switches fields, and he's in for the 10-yard score and a 7-0 Jaguars lead. But the Red Wolves would respond. Freddie Knighton back in at QB, and he rolls and finds Michael Gordon for the 9-yard touchdown, 7-all. Then Freddie hands off to Johnston White, the other running back, and he's like, hey, South Al, you can't take me down. You won't take me down. The 13-yard TD gives A-State a 14-7 lead at the end of the first quarter. But the second quarter belongs to South Alabama. Clements to Danny Woodson on the slant, and he does the rest. Again, A-State fails to tackle in the open field. South Al ties the game at 14. Watch closely here, as this is my favorite play of the night. Blaze Taylor back and healthy, and he lays out the South Al receiver. That's what you call a hit stick. Wow. But the Jaguars come right back. Clements deep to Josh McGee for a 76-yard touchdown. South Al led at 21-14 at the half, but the Red Wolves battle back with 29 points in the fourth quarter with 2 defensive TDs and lead at 49-31 late in the fourth. From football to football, 2015 World Cup winners Megan Rapinoe and Heather O'Reilly were in Jonesboro tonight. Century 21 won a listing competition to bring the Stars to Region 8. Rapinoe and O'Reilly taught the young kids the game. They've won the World Cup and Olympic gold medals, but they'll also never forget their time in Jonesboro.
I mean, I would have died to be at something like this when I was a little kid, being able to meet players on the national team. I know the times I did get to meet some of them, I was like, oh my gosh. So it's cool to see the looks on their faces, just kind of that unbridled joy. And
you know, what we were able to do on the field in Canada at the World Cup was phenomenal, but I think that our reach was a lot greater than that. I think we really were able to inspire some young people, and to meet some of them out here today was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. On the baseball, the Cardinals trailed the NLDS 2-1 and needed a win to stay alive against the Cubs. There's a look at all the fans filtering into Wrigley Field. The Cards would start fast, second batter of the game, and Stephen Piscotty puts a charge into the ball, deep and gone to left center, 2-0 St. Louis. Bottom second, 2-1 Cards, and Javier Baez, who's in for the injured Addison Russell, takes John Lackey way gone for a 3-run homer. 4-2 Cubbies. Top sixth, Brandon Moss singles to right. 1-run scores, but Jorge Soler with the arm guns down. Tony Cruz at the plate. Yadier Molina didn't play in this one, by the way. Bottom sixth, Anthony Rizzo rips the ball to right, and that one's gone too. 5-4 Cubs. Seventh inning now, Kyle Schwarber would hit a moonshot for yet another Cubs home run. Out into the street it goes. The fans are going crazy and aren't afraid of the curses. In the ninth, tying run at the plate, but Hector Rondon strikes out Piscotty. Great sign there. The Cubs win 6-4. It's the first time they've clinched a playoff series at Wrigley. As they're headed to the NLCS, the Cards season comes to an end. And in preps, it's time to announce our Sweetest Play of the Week winner. The victory goes to Piggott and Logan Dixon as the third time's a charm for Dixon. He previously finished second in this voting the past 2 weeks. The Mohawks took home 32% of the vote in a tight race. Congrats to Piggott. They'll get an ice cream party. And ESPN is reporting that Dallas will start Matt Castle following the bye week. The Cowboys are 0-3 with Brandon Weeden at QB. Weeden struggled to push the ball down the field and has 2 interceptions and just 1 touchdown in his 3 starts. And a few volleyball scores, Jonesboro, GCT, and Harrisburg all won. Those are the ones people gave them to me. If you didn't give them to me, I don't know them.
Can't do much with that.
Can't do much with that.
Common, thank you so much. Stay with us. We're right back after this.